So the time is 7:18. I've got some clients to train. I've also got a workout to do later, a leg workout. My leg's sort of recovering. It was more my glute. And obviously not obviously even, I'm talking shit. I'm fasting today, so I have a coffee. I added lion's mane to my coffee recently. Lion's mane's a mushroom. It's meant to help like focus, concentration, enhance the benefits of coffee, so you can definitely feel it. But it's a bit expensive per teaspoon. It probably works out about 50p, 60p per serving. I don't know, it's worth checking out. I'll put a link in the description anyway. And a company called Four Sigmatic do one with lion's mane in a pouch, but that works out like £1 a serving, but that's with the coffee as well. Worth checking out as well if you're all about improving that concentration and focus. And look how dark it is outside. It's pitch black and it's 7 a.m. So I'm gonna go and hit sweat. I'm gonna go and train some clients, and then I've got a workout, and then I've got to eat. When I've got to eat and then a workout, I'm talking nonsense, but I'll check in with you as soon as possible. I want to bring my camera to the gym, so try and get a few shots. I will see you in a bit. So I just finished up and I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna make lunch and show you what lunch looks like, and then I'm gonna head to the gym, but I'll talk to you in between that, so stay tuned. So I'm finally sitting down to eat. The time is 3:41. I've been fasting since about 8 or 9 last night. I'm quick at maths, but not that quick at maths, so around 19 hours or so. Anyway, what I've got is some greens fried with some onions and garlic. Garlic is insanely good for you, antimicrobial, and also it's good for your blood. It slightly thins out your blood as well. And it's just good for your general health. I could put the garlic in sometimes to begin with, but you should put it in towards the end so you don't damage the garlic. Then I've got a steak. The steak's about 340 grams, sirloin steak. Yes, I eat the fat because I'm still doing carb backloading, so it means I'm having the higher fat meals now. I will go gym in around 2.5 hours because it's quite a big meal. I put some olive oil and some sun-dried tomatoes in this meal as well. Full macros on screen now, so I'm breaking my fast with this. I did have a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with water, which I usually, if I can, I try to break my fast with that. And after this, obviously, wait about 2.5 hours, I'll take my caffeine-free pre-workout because I had a coffee this morning and have that on the way to the gym. I'll be training my legs. Finally, that injury feels like a lot better. Still feel a bit tight because I couldn't really stretch it. That's how bad the injury was. It was like a glute tear or something. Two weeks it's been injured for, so I've been able to train the legs properly. Lost a bit of weight, so definitely still on this road to 100. Definitely. So I'm gonna give it a good session today. Give my legs a good session today, and I will record all of that for you as well. So other than this, what I've got planned today is bit of work, and then I'm going to a house party in the evening. Maybe I'm not going to go out afterwards just because clubbing at my age. No, I'm kidding. I'm just not feeling it tonight. That's all. But yeah, gonna eat this. And when it comes to red meat, some people completely avoid red meat. I don't suggest that. I would say twice a week. Twice a week's a good number to have it. Make sure you get grass fed and make sure it's grass finished as well, because you don't want it to be grass fed once upon a time. Grass finished means it's until the end, from the beginning until the end, they feed that cow grass to make sure it's in a controlled environment, not eating cereals and grains. When you eat cereals and grains, you get a lot of omega-6s in the meat, and it tastes a bit funny as well. That's, when sometimes it tastes a bit fishy. Sometimes they even feed cows fish oil. So then it tastes a bit fishy and nasty. You don't want that. Omega-6s are going to cause inflammation long term if you have too many of them, and you do end up having too many of them out of your regular diet anyway. So I will see you very shortly in the next clip. I will be working out in the next clip. I might check in before then, but either way, shortly. And by the way, this steak seasoned very simply, just with a bit of paprika, some salt on top, and black pepper, and a tiny bit of chili, obviously. So welcome back to my leg session. This is the second leg session of the week. So this is done on a Saturday. The first leg session's done on a Wednesday. So a nice bit of space in between each. And this is the first, I would say, proper leg session since my injury. The injury being the glute. I tore the glute slightly. I'm going to assume I tore it or strained it even when I was doing a really, really heavy set of squats. I was doing 2 reps of 180 on the 4th set. I turned to my left, looked to my left, someone was right next to me, looking over me, so a bit weird, so I looked over and I ended up tearing my glute a bit. So that sucked, but I've been about, I'd say 2 weeks out of doing legs properly and just limping around London like a nutcase. But now I've seemed to have recovered about 80%, so I thought I'd just target my legs and do them properly for the first time in 2 weeks. So stiff leg deadlifts with dumbbells to begin the session. I did a warm-up set with 20 kilos, and before that I ran on a treadmill for about 5 minutes and also done some dynamic stretching and some just general mobility stuff. I'll take you through a full legs mobility session soon enough because I use the foam roller. I do various different exercises. I kind of do the same exercise every time to make sure they loosen up and ready for the leg workout. Here I took, I think, 38 kilos if I can remember. Then I went up to about 48 in this set. 38 was way too light. 48 was a good weight. I was aiming for 6 to 8 reps all throughout the workout. Nothing lower than 6. To be honest, 6 to 7 was, no, 7 to 8 I'd say was the majority of the workout, but 6 to 8 being 6 being the minimum. And when people say 6 to 8, they say if they can do 6 for one set, they'll probably lighten the weight and then do 7 or so for the next set. But I chose the stiff leg deadlifts with dumbbells purely because I wasn't stuck with a bar, and obviously the most important thing with stiff leg deadlifts is to keep your back straight, your lower back really straight, and judge how far your legs apart due to your flexibility. I mean, if you're really flexible, your legs can be really close together. If you're not that flexible, your knees will need to bend more, your legs can be a bit wider. So then front squats, my first warm-up set with front squats with 40 kilos. Done 40 kilos for about 8 to 10. And like I always say, I don't usually warm up the muscle twice, but if I'm doing compound lifts like squats and deadlifts, then I'll do an additional warm up just to make sure the body's got used to moving in that motion, in that direction. And it also, not only does it prevent you from getting injured, also prepares you for the next round. I find I get stronger throughout the sets. I don't know if anyone else finds that as well. If you do, comment below. Maybe you might know the reason why this is. Maybe the body recruits more muscle fibers and it gets ready and it knows what it's about to do. So I've done 4 sets of these. Front squats is only 80 kilos. I went up to 110 a few weeks ago, which was very satisfying. The most I've ever front squatted was 144. But that was a while ago, in my young days. But yeah, feeling good though, feeling a lot better. Stupid injury. I'm never going to do 2 reps again unless it's just a one-off, maybe a 1 rep max for one set. So then at these dumbbell step-ups, I wasn't really sure how I was going to do them, so I kind of changed up the technique halfway through and decided to just do one leg at a time rather than stepping up and coming fully down. I found it actually harder doing the one leg at a time rather than fully resetting and coming up. This really burnt my left leg, not so much my right for some reason. It might just be because my right leg's stronger, I'm not sure. But definitely give this a try if you've never done it before. I suggest a bench over anything else purely because a bench is more stable rather than a box. Some people use boxes and I just don't think that's stable. Hope you enjoyed the commentary.
This tuna in spring water, not sunflower oil or olive oil even, because you never know what type of olive oil, and it's skipjack. Always look for skipjack or yellowfin, never albacore or anything else. So you just tuna fish and spring water. This is actually by John West. No wait, it's not. It's by Princess. I'm surprised actually. This 4-pack was only £5 as well, which is pretty cheap for tuna nowadays. And it's, what is it? It's dolphin friendly. Sustainably sourced as well, so many perks. Remember, never go for albacore, huge fish, and they eat a lot of different fishes in the water, which means it contains a lot of mercury, skipjack and yellowfin a lot smaller. So remember, look what type of tuna.
So as you saw post-workout, I have tuna. I have tuna with avocado, pumpkin seeds, spring onions and radishes and some chilies. I use a Hunter and Gather mayo. It's paleo and keto as well, so it's made with avocado oil instead of sunflower oil. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check it out. But this is what I'm going to have, and later on I'm going to have some just plain rice with some vegetables. You probably don't want to see that, so I'm going to check out now. Thanks for watching. If this is your first time, hit the subscribe button, and you know what time it is. Until next video, keep pushing those limits.